Hey y'all, I hope you're doing well. I just wanted to create this fun little video before the brand new season of Marvel Snap starts on Tuesday, the Zeros to Heroes season, just going over the brand new cards, their abilities, different deck archetypes I think that they would fit it well into, as well as other cards they might synergize well with, and my predictions as to which card will be the best and which card will be the worst. I am also currently doing a giveaway on Twitter. I will include a link if you are interested in entering that. I will be giving away 3 season passes. Let's get into it. So first off, we have Baron Zemo, who is this season's season pass card. His on-reveal ability is recruit the lowest cost card from your opponent's deck to your side of this location, which is really, really interesting. I think it's the first card that I can think of that steals one of your opponent's cards and then adds it to your side. Now, my immediate thoughts are, depending on what lowest card you hit, it could be really, really good for you. I also see potential for him within mill. Maybe this will make a mill deck actually viable. Whereas I've tried previously, I've never really gotten it to work the way I want it. It really depends on what your opponent is playing, though. Imagine you get one of the Infinity Stones from Thanos, or Zabu, or a really, really important card. I think it'll be interesting. The 3 costs, 3 and 4 isn't a bad stat line. It's about the same as Sebastian Shaw. I could see him working within like a Silver Surfer deck as well, because he's a 3 cost. So I think he'll be a really good card. Our first cash card that we're going to be getting this season is Red Hulk. Of course, we have to have a big, dumb, strong, meaty card, and that is Red Hulk. I see Red Hulk as the opposite of High Evo Hulk, or really High Evo in general. When your opponent ends a turn with unspent energy plus 4 power if in your hand or in play. So he's going to keep getting bigger the same way that High Evo Hulk gets bigger if you have unspent energy, but he's going to get more than your regular Hulk. You also have other cards that ramp like Hope and Corvus. So if they leave any unspent, again, you're getting value there. I can see him getting really, really big, but again, that's one lane. Maybe you could do something like Red Hulk then Taskmaster. He's a 6. So you'd have to reduce to be able to do that. He would be within Shang-Chi territory no matter what. The only way you're going to get around that is with armor, or potentially our girl Kyera. I think he's going to be a good card, but there's so many options for big, dumb, strong cards. You got Mockingbird, who, again, doesn't get hit by the Shang-Chi. You got Cool Obsidian. You got Blob. You have so many big, dumb, idiot cards. So this is not at the top of my list. I think he's going to be a good card. It's a good stat line. But again, you know, it's another 6 cost. I can imagine him getting really, really big, and he's going to do really, really well against High Evo. Our week 2 cash is going to be US Agent. His ongoing ability is 4, 5, and 6 cost cards here have -3 power. I think of him like being the alter version of Man-Thing, whereas Man-Thing is 1, 2, and 3 cost cards have -2 power. His is 4, 5, and 6 cost cards here have -3 power. The thing is, he is very, very easily counterable. If you have Luke Cage in your deck and you put him out, he does nothing. If you use a card that removes ongoing abilities like Rogue or Enchantress, he's a 2 cost. His stats aren't that great. I could see him doing well against like a Thanos deck because they run so many large cards in there. I really don't think this is going to be the best card. I think this is probably my least wanted card this season. There are better cards. So starting week 3, we're going to be getting Red Guardian. This is the card I'm very excited for. On reveal, afflict the lowest power enemy card here with -2 power and remove its text. I'm already thinking like Quinjet, Dracula, Iron Man, Mystique, any cards with low power that do a good tech move. This thing just makes it moot, you know? You can't do anything. The only way to prevent that would be like a Cosmo. And maybe people start playing Cosmo to prevent it, but you could do a lot with this. Just stripping away their best card. You hit a Cerebro with this. No more C whatevers. He is a counter tech card. And this is another one that you could absolutely fit into a Silver Surfer deck. This is my personal favorite card this season and is a must pick up for me. He's also just a really cool card. Look at him. 3 cost isn't bad at all. You could fit him into like any deck that also hits them with negative stats. He's great. Week 4, we are going to be getting White Widow as part of the cash. This is another one I'm really, really looking forward to. White Widow's ability is on reveal, add a Widow's Kiss to your opponent's side of this location. The Widow's Kiss ability is ongoing. This has -4 power. Disable this ability if your side of this location is full. kind of like Lizard, but you're trying to fill your own lane to make it so it doesn't have -4 power. 2 cost is not bad at all. It's what Black Widow was before it got changed to a 3. Adds the 0/0 Widow's Kiss. It does 2 things for us. It empowers junk and toxic archetypes. So both at the same time, you could add this to your junk deck, get White Widow out there, and you could even lower White Widow's power and then flip it over with the Nihilus. There's a lot of stuff you can do, clog your opponent's lanes. Junk archetype is one of my favorite archetypes, so this is a must grab for me. I'm very, very excited for White Widow. I think she's going to be great, and I think we're going to see a lot of really, really fun stuff with her. Week 5, we are going to get Valentina as part of the cache. Her on-reveal ability is add a random 6-cost card to your hand, give it -2 cost, and -3 power. Valentina's like Marvel's Suicide Squad. She's their Amanda Waller, the Thunderbolts. She's a really, really cool character. I'm glad that we get to see her in the game. There's a few things I like about Valentina. First off is that only a 2 cost to get a 6-cost card into your hand. If you get a big 6-cost card, like let's say you grab Magneto, immediately -3 power, you're now below Shang-Chi range. Awesome. If you get a card that doesn't do great for you, like a Destroyer or like Arnim Zola or something like that, if you add this card to a Loki deck, where I think this is really going to shine, you just get rid of it, and then you get all of your copies of your opponent's play. That's 1 more card in your hand, ready to go for the Loki play. I think she's going to do great with Loki decks, but I think you could fit her in multiple decks, and she's going to do pretty well. Again, the -3 power could be a good thing for us. Maybe you have Luke Cage out there in case you don't want the -3 power. And also it's reducing cost at the same time. So you're getting it for 4. There's so much value there. Even if your opponent Mobius's, you still get that 6-cost card for free. And honestly, I think I want Valentina more. I think she is going to be better than White Widow. As much as I love the junk archetype, I think Valentina's going to be the card to get. She's going to be great. She's going to be awesome. Looking super forward to it. And finally, we come down to my predictions. What cards I think are going to be the worst, starting at 6 being the worst and 1 being the best. At number 6, I have U.S. Agent. I just don't see a lot of value for the card. The 2/2 isn't great for the power reduction when they could just Luke Cage. Red Hulk is my number 5 because, again, it's just another big idiot card. We have a lot of big idiot cards. Does really, really well against high Evo, but how often are you coming against high Evo decks, especially in the new meta? Number 4, I have Baron Zemo. I see Baron Zemo as having a lot of potential, being able to pull the lowest cost card from your opponent's deck and then put it into your lane. It opens up some new playstyles. I'm thinking Mill. I'm thinking he'll be good in a Mill deck. White Widow is number 3. Valentina and White Widow were really, really close for me. The reason that I put Valentina ahead is just because of the value that you get with Valentina. White Widow is going to be, again, great for junk and also toxic archetypes. The 2/2 is awesome, throwing it into their lane, making it difficult for their opponent. They have to fill the lane so they don't get the cost reduction, or they have to play Luke Cage. Valentina, again, going to be great with Loki. I can see her fitting in almost any deck. Very, very versatile. Getting the -3 power I see is a good thing. The cost reduction, amazing. And Red Guardian is my best card for the next season. I love an anti-tech card that can just mess up and disrupt your opponent's plays. I think he will be the real winner. I mean, we're all the real winners because we get all these cards, but I think he's going to be the best. And last but not least, the card you want to add to your decks, Luke Cage. I don't know if you noticed, but almost every card does some kind of power reduction or gives you less power. So Luke Cage is going to be the card that keeps you from going into the negatives or, you know, getting hazmated or anything. You know, if they're playing junk, they send over rocks. You can put those rocks back to what they originally were. Luke Cage is going to be the card to have in your decks. Trust me. Y'all, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did and you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button and like and maybe comment in the videos. If you disagree with me on any of these cards, if you think I messed up, please let me know. I want to hear your thoughts. I want to know what cards you're excited for and what kind of decks you're excited to be playing with them and what you're thinking. So let me know. I will have another video out soon. Thank you again. I appreciate you. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. I will catch you next time.